Hi, my name is Jenna from Project Management Companion, and this video will look at risk management tools and techniques for project managers. Risk is inherent in project management, and so is the need to create a risk management plan to control it. That methodology is called risk management, which is as important as planning to making sure a project comes in on time, within budget and of quality. The following some of the risk management tools which can be used during a project are: 1. Root cause analysis. The root cause is another way to say the essence of something. Therefore, root cause analysis is a systematic process used to identify the fundamental risks that are embedded in the project. This is a tool that says good management is not only responsive but preventative. Often root cause analysis is used after a problem has already come up. It seeks to address causes rather than symptoms. But it can be applied to assessing risk by going through the goals of any root cause analysis, which ask, what happened? How did it happen? Why did it happen? Once those questions are addressed, develop a plan of action to prevent it from happening again. Number 2. SWOT, short for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, is another tool to help with identifying risks. To apply this tool, go through the acronym. Begin with strengths and determine what those are as related to the project. Next, list the weaknesses or things that could be improved or are missing from the project. This is where the likelihood of negative risk will raise its head, while positive risk comes from the identification of strengths. Opportunities are another way of referring to positive risks, and threats are negative risks. When collecting SWOT, illustrate your findings in a 4-square grid. The top of the square has strengths to the left and weaknesses to the right. Below that is opportunities to the left and threats to the right. The left-hand side is helpful to achieving the objective of the project, and those on the right-hand side are harmful to achieving the objective of the project. This allows for analysis and cross-reference. Risk assessment template for IT. While this tool was developed for IT projects, it can be expanded to speak to any project. What an IT risk assessment template offers is a numbered listing of the risks, to keep them in order. It provides a space in which to collect the risks of a project, which is also helpful when executing the project and tracking any risks that become reality. One of the aspects of the risk assessment template for IT is that the spreadsheet has a built-in calculator that figures out the likelihood of a risk in fact occurring and then multiples that against the impact it would have on the project or the organization. This way, a project manager knows the potential harm of the risk and so can prioritize the response to it if or when the risk happens. Number 4. Risk register. Similar to the risk assessment template for IT is a risk register. Basically, what a risk register does is identify and describe the list. It then will provide space to explain the potential impact on the project and what the planned response is for dealing with the risk, if it occurs. Furthermore, the risk register allows a project manager to prioritize the risk, assign an owner responsible for resolving it, and gives a place to add notes as needed. The risk register is a strategic tool to control risk in a project. It works to gather the data on what risks the team expects and then a way to respond proactively if they do show up in the project. It has already mapped out a path forward to keep the project from falling behind schedule or going over budget. 5. Probability and impact matrix. Another tool for project managers is the probability and impact matrix. It helps prioritize risk, which is important, as you don't want to waste time chasing a small risk and exhaust your resources. This technique combines the probability and impact scores of individual risks and then ranks them in terms of their severity. This way each risk is understood in context to the larger project, so if one does occur, there's a plan in place to respond or not. 6. Risk data quality assessment. With a risk data quality assessment technique, project managers use data that has been collated for the risks they've identified. This is used to then find the level to which information about the risk is relevant to the project manager. It helps the project manager understand the accuracy, reliability, quality and integrity of the risk as related to the collected data about it. For each risk listed, the risk data quality assessment requires that the project manager determine the extent of the understanding of the risk, collect what data is available, what the quality and reliability is for that data and its integrity. It is only by examining these parameters of the risk can an accurate assessment be reached. Number 7, and lastly comes brainstorming. To begin the brainstorming process, you must assess the risks that could impact your project. This starts with reviewing the project documentation, looking over historic data and lessons learned from similar projects, reading over articles and organizational process assets. Anything that can provide insight into issues that might occur during the execution of the project. Once you've done your research, start brainstorming with anyone who might have insight. The better a project manager identifies and responds to risk, the better the outcome. That's why there are never enough risk management tools and techniques to have at your disposal when planning for a project. Let us know your thoughts and which risk management tools you use when delivering your project. We would like to hear from you. All the best on your project management journey. Please like, share and subscribe to the Project Management Companion channel. Bye for now.